These are the top 5 guns for Combat Master Season 1. Starting off with the honorable mentions, these guns almost made the list, but are still viable if you want to use them. First off, we got the ridiculous amount of melees now in this game. I think it would be unfair to put a specific melee above another melee, so I'm just gonna put them in one specific category, because they're all pretty similar. It's just the rate that you swing some of them is different. But yeah, they're almost all the same, just use whatever one you like most. They all one-shot if you use the secondary fire anyway, so it really doesn't matter in the end. Next up, we have the M3 Super, which is the only shotgun in the game. The only reason this gun is in the honorable mentions is because it's pretty difficult to use, but it's not the worst. I did actually drop a nuke with this thing a few months ago, but again, that was a while back. Last up in the honorable mentions, we got the R7000, R7000 Skeleton, and the AWM. Now, why am I putting all 3 snipers in the honorable mentions? Well, because they're all practically the same. The only difference in them is the headshot damage, I believe. And the only sniper that can one-shot headshot in combat zone is the AWM, but other than that, they're all pretty similar, so I just decided to combine them all in one spot in the honorable mentions. Coming in at number 5, I actually did a comparison on these guns a little recently. We got the Desert Eagle and the G18. I never thought pistols would come into the top 5, but here we are. These guns are honestly pretty comparable to all the SMGs in the game because they are full auto, but they're difficult to use. So that's why I'm putting them in the number 5 spot, but they're still pretty deserving of that. Coming in at number 4, we got 2 more guns, and oh my god, how these guns fell from grace. These 2 guns used to be at the top of the game, but they have just been overshadowed by newer guns. We got the Dual Mac 10s and the MP5. Now, I need to stress this, just because they're at number 4 doesn't mean that they're not good. Like I said, they've just been overshadowed by other guns, which we will get onto. They are still very, very, very viable guns. Now, coming in at number 3, we got my baby, the AK. I love this gun, and it pains me to put it at number 3 because I would put it at number 1 if I really, really felt like it, but there is other guns that are better than this, unfortunately. And I did do some testing for this video for the AK versus the SIG MCX. I had people telling me that the SIG MCX was better than the AK for so long since the beginning of the game. You are wrong. You are wrong. I knew from day freaking 1 that the AK was better. The SIG MCX is not even on this list because there's another AR that just completely overshadows it, and there's no point in using the SIG MCX anymore. That's if you're wanting to actually use the meta, of course. Coming in at number 2, we got the newly released P90. Now, this might be kind of a controversial take. because the Dual Mac 10s and the MP5 are honestly pretty comparable to the P90, but I think the P90, specifically with the Dragon Breath ammo, is a lot better than those 2 guns. The damage output on that ammo type is ridiculous. Now, for the number 1 spot, this has to go to the M4. Now, starting off with the base version of the M4, this is very comparable to the SIG MCX, but not many people are using the base variant anyways, because the Dragon Breath version of this gun exists, and it's a shotgun, and it is ridiculously good. If you guys watched my testing video on this gun versus the Dual Mac 10s, you will see that it is just absolutely broken beyond belief. And this is in combat zone and in multiplayer. If you can land all of your shots, you are easily going to win every single game that you play. And the fact that the shotgun variant has 20 shots in 1 mag is absolutely ridiculous. This thing needs to be nerfed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and comment if you want me to do more top 10 or top 5 videos for Combat Master. Subscribe.